What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here. Today I decided to do something very interesting. Anybody else remember the Fab Five? Well, I do. I mean, I wasn't alive for it, but I watched the Fab Five documentary as many times as I could think. So I thought it'd be cool today if we took the Fab Five team, except for we're going to create our own guys, and see if we can actually win them championships as freshmen and as sophomores. So let's get into it. So here you can see we have Jacob Miles. All right, he's our starting shooting guard. I made all of these guys 90 overall, okay, because I thought that would be, like, in this game to be, like, well enough to where they should be able to do it. Now, they might end up going undefeated. I might have overdone it, but hey, whatever. We beat the challenge. But we are going to take Jacob Miles here, our shooting guard. We have Ben Cooper, the point guard. Brandon Carey, our small forward. Raphael Trainer, our power forward, and Eugene Lawrence, our center. I just randomly created all these names just so I could be able to tell them apart from the other guys. So, the thing that's cool, though, if you look into the history of it, they actually didn't start them all in the beginning. So, they didn't actually start all of the freshmen until December 2nd against Detroit. Obviously, we can't really control the schedule because I don't think Detroit's going to want to play us, unless they already are, and that'd be kind of cool if it just goes along with it. So we're not going to start them all together. We're just going to play Jawan, which is the equivalent to Jawan, Chris Webber, as well as, I can't think of his name now, Jalen Rose. We're going to do all three of those to start until December 2nd, in which case we will then start the others. And then we won't start them regularly again, which means we will flip on and off a couple of games here, a couple of games not, until February 7th, in which case we will continue to start them. And then for the sophomore season, we'll start them the whole season. So let's go ahead and jump into it. You can see here, we actually already have them set. So we have our center, our power forward, as well as our point guard starting, but not shooting guard and small forward, which would have been Jimmy King, as well as Ray Jackson. That's right. That's what I was trying to remember. It was Jimmy King. So we're not going to have the equivalent of those two starting until December 2nd, and then they're going to start a game, and then we're going to do it on and off until February 7th, in which case we're going to start them the whole rest of the season. So, yeah. I think, let me make sure that I'm doing that right. I had that mixed up a little bit, but they're actually not going to all start until February 7th. They didn't start playing at the same time until December 7th, but we can't control that. So what we're going to do in the meantime, all things considered, is we're going to wait until February 7th, and then we're going to start all of them together. The only thing I forgot to do was turn off that they could go pro, so hopefully they don't go pro. Otherwise, yeah. We just made it to December 7th. Yeah, they've only lost one game so far, and it was to Villanova. So I think there's no issue there with them doing that. Here's how their stats are looking so far. So 16.9 points a game, 13 points a game, 14 points a game. He's averaging 18 coming off the bench. So we're going to drop him down to like 10th in the rotation. Maybe that'll make a difference. I don't know. And then Carey is averaging 3 points a game. So, yeah. They're absolutely destroying, which they ended up being a 6 seed, I believe, this year. So we're going to go ahead and go until, was it February 7th? First memory. It's February 9th. But luckily enough, they play Wisconsin on February 9th. So we're going to simulate up to there, and I'll catch you guys in a minute. 20-4 so far, and we have reached the point in which they're going to all be starting at the same time. Ranked number 9, so, you know, not doing the best in the world, but obviously we're not even starting them all at the same time, so that might make a difference. I wonder if that's going to make a huge difference to have them all starting at the same time. I also took, like, these two guys that were, like, really good and kind of put them to the bench because the rest of that team was, like, all right, but they weren't, like, that good. So I figured I'd make sure that it wasn't, like, unfair in any way. And now we have a really solid lineup. I want to check the stats real quick because I'm kind of curious. Does it show me how many minutes per game these players play? So Miles has started none. He's only played 9 games. That's crazy because of where I put him. Does it show how many minutes they're playing? There you go, minutes. That's like minutes total, dude. I don't want to see minutes total. I want to see minutes per game. This doesn't show minutes per game. I'm not doing that math. All right, I'm going to do that math real quick. He played 9 games, but if you average out the 209 minutes he had by the 9 games, you'll get 23 minutes per game. And then for Carey, who also was not starting, if you do 260, how many games did he play? 21. He's only averaging 12 minutes a game. So in all honesty, they really weren't playing that much. So I think that's like decently accurate to like the real life, like what was going on. Division I leaders right now. I forget. I don't care about that. Awards. National Player of the Year. Is anybody? Yep. So their center is up there for National Player of the Year because he has 3 blocks a game and he's an absolute beast. All-Americans. Do they have people on the All-American team? No. And no. On the All-Freshman team. So we got 1, 2, 3. Okay, that makes sense because they were all starting so far. So let's see how they do the rest of the year. We'll go ahead and see how this Wisconsin game goes with them starting because they did just lose to Purdue. How are they going to do with all of them starting? Are they going to be absolutely destructive? Oh, they lost. The first game they all started, they lost. Oh my gosh, why are these guys not playing that? Why is he playing all these minutes? What is going on here? I'm so confused. Yo, put shooting guard 31 to the end of the bench, bro. What is going on? Why is this man's playing so many games or so many minutes? Oh my god, he's terrible. Put him to the end of the bench. Yep, there we go. He's going right to the end of the bench. That was awful. Season's wrapped up there 25-5. A lot better than what they normally would be. I'm going to go ahead and simulate the conference tournament and see how we do in that, if I could ever get back to that screen. Okay. So yeah, actually did a lot better than they did that year. I believe they only won... Well, they were a 6th seed in the tournament, whatever they were. So they definitely didn't win their conference tournament, or maybe they did. But... yeah. The other cool thing that I have not mentioned yet is that I gave them all black socks and black shoes. I meant to make them all shave their heads because that's actually what they did, and I definitely forgot now that I'm thinking about it. But that's okay as we go on to face Northwestern in this first game right here. Hopefully, yep, absolutely destroying Northwestern. They should destroy the rest of these teams, honestly. They have all of them starting. But they did lose to Michigan State earlier in the year, so that might be a tough test for them right here. And they only beat Illinois by 8, but they did end up beating Michigan State and winning a Big Ten title. So that's what's up. They dogged Michigan State, actually, come to think of it. So starting up the NCAA tournament here, we're going to go ahead and sim through all that because it doesn't matter. What I would like to see is the awards, individual awards. So we got Georgetown. Lawrence was up there for it, but he did not win Player of the Year. This guy for Georgetown wins it every year. I don't even know who that is. Valdez McNeil, in case you hadn't heard, now you have. He's number 5. Almost won Defensive Player of the Year. That would have been awesome. And Freshman of the Year, 3 of them were up here. So I'm wondering if they ended up actually getting some... okay, because we're in tournament, so I can't see that anymore. Nice. Either way, I digress, as you will. Let's see. Division I leaders. Okay, once again, we're in the NCAA tournament. I need to remember that. National Player of the Year. I already did that. Who won the Big Ten Player of the Year? Wow, the guy for Illinois. So Eugene did not even end up winning that. So that is absolutely crazy. Let's see how they do. Let's beat Idaho State by 100 points. Okay, that's a lot. Okay. They didn't even shoot that many threes. I mean, they did, but they didn't. Like, to score that many points? Goodness gracious. You know, the other games, because those didn't matter. This is a real tough test against Villanova, who I envision as the 1 seed, but I'm not 100%, which they're actually losing to right now, oddly enough. So this would kind of be a damper to the video if they don't even make it to the title game, let alone lose it. But they look like they're about to pull it out. I don't know. They're playing kind of sketch right now. This is way closer than I would want it to be if I were them. All it takes is they're going to overtime. All right, okay. Whew. They barely beat them in overtime. That looked a little scary. Luckily enough, they did beat them, and they're going on to play Texas. But give me just a second because I would like to see how this tournament bracket's ended up. So yeah, they're the 2 seed playing against Texas. I figured Villanova was the 1 seed, but yep, they were the 1 seed in fact, and we did beat the 1 seed. So I think there was Illinois pulled an upset. I always like to look at this to see if there's any like crazy upsets. Texas A&M pulled an upset off. That was kind of whatever. Other than that, BYU, but that's an 8-9 seed, doesn't matter. And Marshall pulled an upset over Oklahoma, but once again did not matter because Kentucky beat them. So now Michigan will be playing Texas. I don't think they played Ohio State, I believe, in the Final Four. I think. Let's see if we can go ahead and get this one over Texas right here so we can go ahead to the championship game. It looks like so far they're playing pretty solid. My biggest fear is they're all going to leave, and then I'm not going to be able to get them to come back, and then I'm going to have to, like, redo it again. But they might not get past this Texas squad. Texas is absolutely giving them the business right now. This is really cutting it close. Wow. They lost to Texas. They lost in the Final Four. Okay. Wow. Texas ended up going on to win the national title. So, first year, did not get a win. As I feared. They all want to leave. Okay, he's coming back. Okay, he's coming back. Oh, they're all coming back. Let's go. Let's go. We did it. We brought him back. Let's go. Let's bring this guy back. No, that guy's like, nah, fam, I'm good. They all came back. It's almost like in real life when they all came back. That's so cool. Into the second year. Crazy enough, Didn't end up winning the national title the first year, which, stinks, but it is what it is. We got a second year to try to see if we can get it done. They're all sophomores. We got them to come back. That was amazing. I definitely didn't think that was going to happen. I thought I was going to have to do this video all over again. So glad I don't have to do that. So they actually made a little bit of headway, and they have this senior point guard that's like really good, and he stayed even though he got like put on the reserves. So that's pretty sick. Let's see just how good they end up actually doing. And we're 6-1. Actually lost to Butler. I swear, whenever I do any simulations, Butler in the Maui just always wins. Like, they don't even have to be any good, and they're still gonna win in the Maui. A month in, and looking at some stats or some awards across the league. Yeah, none of our guys are up. We got 3 people from Florida. This National Player of the Year is kind of rigged, if you ask me. But, because they got 3 freshmen up here for it. That's wild. Why are there so many freshmen up there? Both these guys are on the All-American team, too. That's so crazy to me. They got 4 people on the all-defensive team. They're all on the all-freshman team. All right, well, that's kind of eh. How's Coach of the Year looking for us? Non-existent. Defensive Player of the Year? Non-existent. Freshman of the Year? Yeah, well, no, we ain't gonna win that. Is that Jacob Underwood as a freshman? No, it's John Underwood. It's his son, sorry. Shout out to the NBA 2K games for that. Let's check out some player stats real quick. Who are you guys? You guys are terrible. All right, we'll just do game started because it's going to be these guys. So there's what our stats are looking like. All across the board, solid. Honestly, it looks like they're doing all the scoring, which is pretty factual to what actually ended up happening, with the Fab Five. As the season's wrapping to an end here. So they actually ended up finishing 26-4 at the end of the season, including the conference tournament, I'm assuming. Obviously, all of this was like later, whatever happened to it, but for story's sake, yeah. So finished 26-4, and we're finishing 27-3. I know you can't see it, but 27-3. So not too far off. We're the number 2 seed. I believe they were also a number 1 seed in the tournament. So we shall see. Actually, well, 27-3, but what did I say? 26-4. 26-4. So I guess they didn't include the Big Ten tournament at the time. But either way, I think that this team right here, this is the one that's going to win it. And we didn't win the first year. We didn't even make it to the tournament the first year. So that was a surprise to me. I figured we were just going to dominate everybody, like we weren't going to lose a game. But even with all 90s overall, it's virtually impossible to go undefeated. I remember doing it as a kid in this game, but I don't also remember what I used to do to be able to go undefeated, but just pure simulation. And these games are all really close, and their last few games in the Big Ten were really close, except for that one. So let's go ahead and hop right into the tournament here. Go ahead and not even mess around. I believe we're the 1 seed in the tournament. We are the number 1 overall seed, so that is what's up. Yeah, so I'll catch y'all in a minute when these games actually matter. I was just going to full send to the Final Four, but we only beat Georgia Tech by 2. And probably came down to the final minute. So we're going to go ahead and gamecast against Washington just because I kind of want to see it if we do lose and see by how much and how badly we were getting beaten. But this game so far doesn't look like it's similar to the other one at all. Looks like we're actually doing pretty well, all things considered. So, yeah, probably didn't need the gamecast, but it's fine. Is Washington the 2 seed? Did they already get that good in this game? That is wild to me if they did. No shot they were the 2 seed. No, they were the 2 seed because they were ranked number 5 in the nation. All right, so we're playing Illinois. So let's see, we got Illinois and Illinois beat Arkansas. Arkansas upset Kansas. Obviously, we did our thing, and ODU is so good in this game, and I have no idea why. That one's all chalk, and Arizona upset Texas, so I guess that's kind of cool. And yeah, so maybe Bama will beat Nova because the Tar Heels sure couldn't. Yeah, so let's get into the game cast of this here Illinois game. Can I catch it? Ooh, I think Nova won. Let's see if we can win. So we finally made it to the Final Four. Or, well, no, we made it to the Final Four last time, I believe. We just lost in the Final Four. But it looks like we're going to dominate pretty well in this game. So that's what's up. Well, actually, I don't know. They're coming back. Nah, we ended up taking it. Now we got Villanova. Can we beat Villanova? Can we do it? Can we bring Michigan at least one national title that's later going to get vacated, but that doesn't matter right now. It looks like it's getting close, but it looks like they're actually going to take it. Wow. So, yeah. let's go ahead and hop in and see the last few minutes of their national title. Doo-doo-doo. Here we go. We got Michigan. They're up 25. This national title game is a blowout. Look at them. Look at them. They're all wearing their black shoes and black socks, just like Michigan. I like that I edited that one detail for just this 1 minute of gameplay, but you know what? It was worth it. What are they going to do here? Just dribble the ball around. Yep, that's all they do in this game. This game is so much better for simulations, just saying. He shoots a 3. No. Doesn't matter. Also, this game still has the 35-second shot clock, which is kind of annoying. Ooh, are we going to see another shot, or are they going to... Oh, no, they're pushing it. They're like, nah, fam, we good. Are they just going to hold it? Look at our guys on the end of the bench. They don't even have numbers on the back of their jersey. Oh, he's chilling in the paint. Shoot it. Somebody throw up a shot. Something. Do something. You look like you're about to do something. Oh, he's driving. And he loses the ball. Oh, man. Go ahead, throw something up. Don't make it as bad of a game as it is. It looks like it don't matter, though, because Michigan Wolverines are at least bringing home one title. Let's go. The celebration, not as cool. Not as cool as you would think it would be. I mean, it's kind of cool. They did a little dog pile. And then they're all just standing over there by themselves again, man. It's okay, though. Oh, they're hype. They're super hype. They're like, we're #1. Let's go. Oh, my boy. Okay, a little bit of a celebration. He ain't got no scissors or nothing, so I don't know what he's cutting down with that. Hey, we got the national title. There we go. There we go. There we go. We actually, so we won one national title, but we, you know, didn't win in the first year, but we did win the second year. So we did like half of the challenge. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and give me any more ideas for any more challenges we can do in college basketball, because honestly, I'm really, really loving all the challenges. So thank you guys. I'll see y'all next time.